back at Daytona 500 Media Day, now joined by the driver of the number 2 for Team Penske, Brad Keselowski. Before we get into racing things, I'm holding my awkward hand out here. It's somebody's birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
thank you.
We weren't allowed to light the candle indoors.
They told me I
Really?
couldn't start
so you'll
a fire.
Just pretend.
Yeah, make a wish.
Yay.
There we
Should I
go.
say what I wish for?
I'm
I
sure
think I
it's
have
a
a good
Daytona
idea.
500 victory.
How did you know?
Imagine
However
that.
would you guess?
That's like
So now we
mind
have
reading.
the awkward cake holding.
Yeah, I'll hold it awkwardly.
Yeah.
Okay.
How great of a birthday present, week would it be? You never won at Daytona 500
Yeah.
before, so
Yeah.
that would really put the icing on the cake. No pun intended.
Wow. Yeah, Alex, you know, I've been coming here now for 10 years, and I have the same birthday wish every year, and it hasn't come true yet, so maybe 10 years is the number. I don't know. We'll
If
go
you
with that.
win, remember my cake.
Okay,
It was
I
good
will.
luck.
What kind of cake is it?
It's funfetti with white icing. It was
Oh.
all that the Publix down on the way from the condominiums that we're staying out to here. So I
Oh,
picked it
thank
up.
you. That's very thoughtful.
Thanks.
I appreciate. You know, I'm on a no sugar diet right now.
Well, Scarlett
However,
can eat it.
my daughter will
Yes.
crush
Yes.
this.
Yes.
She'll enjoy that.
She will crush it. So I will tell her it's from you.
Great.
There was a lot of action in the clash. We had your teammate Joey Logano up earlier, and he likened y'all's relationship to a marriage. You have good days, you have bad days, you
Yeah.
have to work through it. Would you consider the stuff that was done and said in the clash under the water under the bridge? And how would you describe the relationship?
Well, you know, Kim, I think I've been pretty consistent the last few times I've been at the restrictor plate tracks about, you know, the blocking being, you know, kind of out of hand. And, you know, my position there, thank you, hasn't really changed. I'll save that for later. My position there hasn't really changed with respect to blocking, but, you know, my thoughts on, you know, the team dynamics and all that are really, you know, kind of morphing into more of a private conversation with Joey and I, and we'll just see how it goes.
Well, short, sweet. We like that answer.
Yeah.
It has to be reassuring, though, that Team Penske, you're the only organization last year to have all 3 cars make it to victory lane.
Yeah.
Now, building upon for 2020, Joey and both Ryan said that they wanted to extend further into the playoffs and to at least get 1, if not all 3, into the championship 4. So your goals
Yeah.
for 2020, what does that look like?
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. You know, I look at Gibbs and what they've been able to do, you know, last year specifically was really phenomenal and shows that you can do it. You know, and with respect to that, I feel like Team Penske can do it. We just have to execute. We have to build great cars and make the most of them on the racetrack with the setups and the driving that we do as drivers. So that didn't come together last year. Hopefully it will this year in 2020.
You guys did a lot of shifting over at Team Penske in terms of crew chiefs, pit guys, basically the whole kit and caboodle. How have you started to gel with your team, your new team, and your new guys?
I'm
Yeah.
sure that having to repair a car this
Yeah,
week
you
is-
know,
Yeah, that will
some
make
days
you,
a little better than others, but no, really well. I think it's a great group that's very driven. I had a great team before, and this team is great as well. And we have an opportunity to do some, in my opinion, outstanding things on the racetrack. You know, it'll come down to the day-to-day workload and execution, but, you know, Kim, I think we can win a lot of races and certainly contend for a championship.
You've already done it several times in this interview already, but we saw the video on social media where you constantly say reporters' names when you're
Yeah.
interviewing them.
Yeah.
It's one of my personal favorite things about you because it just makes me feel included and a part of the conversation. So when you were watching that, do you instinctively do that? Do you know that you're doing it?
Yeah, I do, and I try to use names because I think it helps me, you know, remember conversations, and I think it's certainly more personal and respectful. I'll be honest, when I watched the video, I laughed,
Yeah,
and then I was a little, like, embarrassed, and I thought, oh, it's not a bad thing, I think.
it's a great thing.
And then people started writing comments, and it made me blush and be thankful, so I thought that was pretty cool.
I want to ask before we let you go about the newest addition to the Keselowski family,
Yeah.
Autumn, born at the end of last year. How has Scarlett taken to being a big sister, and how has the family dynamic changed?
Yeah, well, we're lurking on our teamwork in the house, too.
Yeah.
You know, some days good, some days bad. But, you know, it's it's an interesting dynamic having 2 kids. And, you know, my daughter asked me the other day, so did I ask to have a sister? Like, yeah, you did. We've got it on film.
Proof.
Just for this moment. Which I kind of took that to mean that she was ready to go back to being an
Yeah.
only child. But
Does she know that it's non-refundable, non-returnable?
no, she doesn't know that
Okay.
yet.
No.
We'll work on that.
Scarlett, we have some news to break for you.
Yeah, but I keep telling her, 15, 20 years from now, she's going to
You'll be
grow up
best
to be your
friends.
best friend. That hasn't really sank in yet. So.
Yeah. As one of 3 girls, I can assure her. Not
Is that
she
how it
would
went?
probably listen to me, but
Yeah.
there's
What age should that sink in for you?
not till later in life. So you've got some
Like
years
teens,
before.
20s?
Oh, yeah, maybe adulthood.
Adulthood. Ooh.
Yeah.
Post-college.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm an
Yeah.
only child, so I'm Team Scarlett right now.
Team Scar.
That's
Understand.
exactly right. Well,
Understand.
we hope that you get Paige, Scarlett, and Autumn into victory lane for the Daytona 500 coming
Thank
up on
you.
Sunday. Good luck, and thank you for joining us. Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
We're ready. Appreciate it, guys
Yeah.
and gals.